James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Third and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll try to run for it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
And the Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 17
The
yards.
defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
First down, it is Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Zach's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Throwing is Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Third and a yard. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. Looked like one of the Cowboys was there to recover. Indeed, they will keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The play action. It's Prescott. That was incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming, from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Christian Rosebooth there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Open, left side is Schoonmaker. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. That's taken in. And he is going to have a Cowboys 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
If you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
To 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Williams goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Complete to Cade Otton. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second and
Trying to
10.
hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And it'll lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the right side, he finds McMillan.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ferguson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw again. Dak. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, Cowboys.
third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's caught by Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. To begin this drive, 1st and 10. Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. Crazy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
That's good.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So after one, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Baker. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's good for 27 and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. He runs with it. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner.
And he'll take it on in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Buccaneers 7.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. CeeDee Lamb there to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Prescott. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That's down the field for Lamb. I had defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
A 57-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Just an ugly-looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially. That led to a bad hold. That led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps. And you add all that up, and that's the kick you get.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That is brought in by Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal. You take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. What do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start. And it's exactly what they're able to do on that first down play.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for our Buccaneers first down.
What a start to this drive. Back-to-back, two big plays. And after that nice long run, all of a sudden you find yourself first down inside the red zone.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. This is caught to the goal line and in. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown, Tampa.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you got the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of games.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defense to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 49.
49-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Cowboys move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Buccaneers offense and Emeka Egbuka set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's good for a Cowboy.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
First down, it's Davis. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Yaya Diaby on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They'll send their tight end left. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Second down, Prescott. He takes off, and he'll take this one in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, And that catch gets them a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield will swing this out wide to Irving. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and long. Now Mayfield. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And they'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll step up and run, taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cowboys.
A first down throw for Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's second and 2. A give, and here comes Williams. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here, first and 10. To throw is Dak. That's caught by Lamb.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be third down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys is going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They go play action with Mayfield. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
A pass pulled in by Irvin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 18 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
For a first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On first down is Mayfield. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Jalen McMillan, the one he was looking for there. And it'll bring up second down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a Big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
A second down throw from Mayfield. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pick.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll go again here with Irvin. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mayfield. That's taken in by McMillan. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. We'll try to run through with Williams. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the 1st down anyway.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Bucs offense headed back to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. He'll step up and run this. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And you'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Mayfield. A throw on the move is caught. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
14-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. That one is caught by Ibuka. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give. This is Irving. And he will get into the end zone. Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers are back within 6.
27. Buccaneers 21.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On the carry, it's Williams. Through up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the 1st play. And a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's out wide to Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Now Davis. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
The handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
It's 3rd and
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. This one is caught by Turpin. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Now he'll run. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
1st and 10.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup, 21.
23-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Irving will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs have cut the deficit to 5.
33. Buccaneers 28.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll get it out 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. Down the sideline, past the 45. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Cowboy.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On first down, right back to Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 30-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go with Williams. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Played close quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's the quarterback with a sneak. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They run over center with Williams. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Now, a give to Davis. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on 3rd and goal. From this far out, you thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
A 23-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This is 1st and 10. That's Ibuka in motion. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of McMillan on the slant. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
That is brought in by Ibuka. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. And he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. It's Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Now Mayfield. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on down. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.